First off, Operation Mountain Guardian emergency response exercise. I found out about this yesterday afternoon, and I've missed all the big drills in Colorado. Over the years, I've learned that the biggest martial law drills are held in Denver. And we were not disappointed, complete with practicing to round up school kids and others and bring them to sports stadiums, all a exercise in federalization and the takeover of the community. Over 100 agencies, police coming up and telling our crew to turn off their cameras. It was all compartmentalized in other areas. Our crew was able to get into a public school where they had even kids as young as 6 years old, first grade, going through this. And then, of course, the Catholic charities involved, taking folks there to the Denver NFL football stadium. Just amazing. And there's got to be like 30 different upload video reports that are at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv right now on this. I want to go ahead and go to one of those reports right now. Are we going to Aaron first or Darren McBreen? All right, here's Aaron Dykes reporting from Denver.
Now, we've been in the Denver metro area today covering a widespread martial law takeover drill within the city known as Operation Mountain Guardian. That operation is sponsored by the Department of Homeland Security. We saw earlier today a Mumbai-style attack at a suburban mall in the area. There was also a staged attack on a train and bus facility. Then later this morning, we witnessed a SWAT-style raid against an elementary school where they staged a shooting. And then what we learned there was that the children from that staged shooting were being relocated at the sports stadium you see directly behind me. We then investigated what was going on at the sports stadium and found in their own press releases admissions that they were planning to test the relocation processing of students and teachers during this drill. We were then tipped off by security personnel on this side of the stadium that indeed buses had brought children into the stadium, but no media or press was allowed inside. When we came around to the south end tunnel, we witnessed those buses as well as vehicles from the Denver Public School Safety and Security Department, including the supervisor. Following that, we spoke to a stage mother, a mock mother, who was here to pick up children from the facility, which led us to then talk to Denver Police Victims Response Unit head Scott Snow, the Victim Assistance Unit, and he told us that indeed the end goal of this exercise or any real event that might happen was to get the children to this stadium where the parents could then be reunified with them.
Well, this kind of ties up as far as the whole goal of this Family Information Center is to give both parents a responding point for PIO's public information to stage out here. Additional information.
Okay, so this is pretty much it, though, like the end of the drill.
And this is about done. In terms of drill or even real event, this is the goal is to get everybody here to reunify with parents or guardians.
Okay.
Just incredible events as we see more and more of a federalization of police and military and a total takeover of these metro areas in a fear-mongering panicking for a terrorism event. Alex, back to you.
Okay, great job, Aaron. As we go out to break in a little while and come back with our first in-studio guest, we're going to play a report from Darren McBreen, all filed and put together there on the ground. Amazing new technologies that are really empowering alternative and grassroots media. And again, that police officer there, nice guy, trying to be helpful, doing a drill to reunite children. Just so happens we broke the news 10 years ago that FEMA actually plans to take your children to sports stadiums and then make you come turn your guns in to get them back. And so it's all an exercise in the government basically taking people to a sports stadium, and the cover is children, but it's also training the police to take political dissidents to sports stadiums, as has been declassified in Rex 84 and other FEMA programs that we'll be talking about with Peter Dale Scott, an expert on COG, continuity of government and martial law, coming up. But for now, that's it for our coverage. This is just about federalization, drill, fear-mongering to create the perception that terrorism is this big threat. You've got a better chance of slipping on ice and dying, or dying in a car wreck, hundreds of times better chance of that, or being killed by bees or snake bite. And the bottom line is government can't and won't be able to protect you from the dangers that are out there in this world, whether it be carjackings, or a lightning strike, whether it be man-made or good old Mother Nature.